So, looks like I've started video transmission. This is ground control to Major Tom. Anyways, Rab likes Paul Vato. I don't think those are real people. I think that was when I was testing stuff. Anyways, how's it going, everybody? My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. Hopefully I look okay on camera, not too dark. Might have to adjust that while you guys come into the stream. Hello, Fountain Action. How you doing? Yeah, it's just a chat tonight. There we go. Who's in the chat tonight? We got Mike Schuster in the chat. Albert Alvarado is here. William Garcia is here. Debbie is here. Debbie loves slots. Hey, I'm not on the strip tonight. You know why I'm not on the strip tonight? Because it's cold and I had a bunch of things I had to do for other people. I committed myself to helping some folks out tonight, mainly my wife with her VegasFaceMask.com and a friend of ours who can't get into his Facebook account because Facebook is the worst thing ever. If you turn on two-factor authentication for your phone, you're basically screwed. You won't be able to get into your Facebook account later, even if you have the credentials. And I just noticed something. See that horrible face tracking? I was filming with this camera at Circa yesterday. Hold on. Oh my God. The most amateurish live streamer on the amateur live stream circuit. Oh, you get to see my secret cover overlays. That's where that is. Oh, we'll just crank that up. No, we won't change that, but I have to change my facial recognition settings and all that stuff. Terrible. Wow, it's like I don't know what I'm doing, huh? There you go. That should be better. You probably couldn't hear much of what I was saying before, and there it is. Now I don't have a Terminator tracking signal on me. Going to Vegas in a week. What's closed or open? Juan Sandoval. Are you related to the former Governor Sandoval? That would be wild. We had a Governor Sandoval here just a few years ago. A lot in Oklahoma. What's open? Pretty much everything's open. Ooh, look at that. Terrible green screen. Terrible. Hopefully we can do some unboxing stuff today. Joe Rossi is here. Everything's open. 25% capacity on the restaurants and the bars and the casinos and everything. Now it's 240p. What can I tell you, man? Is it 240p for all you guys? Is it horrible? I don't know. Juan is not related to Sandoval. I don't know. He was a good... People like Sandoval in this state. So they're like you. Is it a terrible quality? You tell me if it's really bad, because somebody said it's 240p, but that can oftentimes be your interwebs connections. Let me see if I can bring up my own stream. It's going to be a good reminder to put my computer on mute. There it is. Yeah, it looks like it's not 240p. Looks pretty... Oh, geez, it's not on mute. Looks pretty good to me, actually. So I think we're okay. Let's see here. William says it's 240p. I'm on a 4G tether, so it's normal to me, Jim says. All right. Looks good. Never step into your own stream. Never cross the streams. That's another thing that the Ghostbusters told us. We have a couple of things here. This one here, I got to make sure that the person, so it does a tracking number. Can't show the tracking numbers because people could scan them. Man, look at that. My goodness. We have this one here, which is a Fedex box, and I can actually show you this one. That's not going to hurt. And those boxes look funky as hell on my green screen setup. Okay, so it's good to show. It's good now, William says. Yeah, no problem, William. It actually probably just blurred in and out when I was changing its focus modes. I challenged you to find me something to do in Vegas that I haven't done yet. Rhonda Walker. Okay, go to the DMV. Probably never did that, unless you live here. So go to the local DMV and wait in line. You'll wait all day. It's pretty terrible. You could do that. Richards is really down to earth. He certainly is. Rhonda says, I challenge you. I don't know if you've ever done that before. Something you've never done in Las Vegas before. Go down and apply for Section 8 housing. You could do that. I'm not saying you have to. I'm saying that's a thing that most people haven't done. Other things that most people haven't done, go to the IRS building if they're actually open right now. Stand in line and get your tax information. I mean, Rhonda, honestly, there's a lot of things you haven't done. I know you were talking about tourist stuff, so I'll try not to be such a goof on that stuff. Hi, Stephen. Do you still think that President Trump is saying that America had rounded the corner 3 to 4 months ago was appropriate? I don't know, David. I don't really comment on political stuff. So I just hope that everybody stays safe and sound. Love your video with Richard. Yeah, everybody really liked that. I would love to do more. He's incredibly busy. That's the only problem with Richard, as you guys know. But yeah, it's been an interesting few days out there. I filmed last night at Circa. Filmed some rooms. One I thought was exclusive, never been on YouTube before. Then I found out that some other YouTuber had been there, so it's no big deal. Jeff says, Steven, LOL. I'll be in Vegas in 2 weeks if I can get my car to make a right turn off of Route 66. Well, he's getting his kicks on Route 66, John is. Have you stayed at night at the Oasis Motel Rhonda? That's a big test. Yeah, you could stay at the Travel Lodge on the Strip. Travel Lodge for the win. Man, my picture is terrible. I'm going to go and adjust this real fast so you guys don't have to deal with that horrible picture. As I talk to you, I don't know if anybody can actually hear me. I didn't set this camera up right. It's my fault. I take full accountability for everything. But we're going to go back here, change some of our settings around. Hopefully this will be a lot better once we do it, because you guys can't be looking at me like that. It's all ugly. Oh, the joys of modern technology. Came to class unprepared. I did. Still pretty bad. Oh, this guy with his settings. We'll get over this, folks. I promise you. We'll try that one right there. And we're back, and I'm not. Yeah. There it is. See, the problem was the ISO image sensitivity was making my face glow. Now it's not glowing anymore. We love you, man. How's the strip tonight? Are people stripping? All the time. Actually, I don't think there's any strip clubs open technically. They might be open, but I think they're bikini bars. Actually, right now, the only way to go to the DMV is by appointment, except on Saturdays, which is the only day when the walk-ins in Vegas. So there you go. It's a no-go on the Travel Lodge. You could swim in the pool at the Travel Lodge, which is also a gamble. Looks good to me. Like 69 Camaros here. Professor, I've read that there is a ghost town outside of Las Vegas. There is. I've never been there. I'll have to go there someday. Stephen, when will I drop the sweet vlogs from downtown? Oh, when will you drop? I have to edit them. And again, I thought both were exclusive. They're not. I know I have one room that nobody's seen at Circa before on camera, so that's good. And I did some narration, and I filmed with my big old fat camera. I tried putting a white sheet in front of the light to diffuse it. That way it's not too harsh. So the trick with the green screen is if there's not enough lighting, it doesn't look good. And if there's too much lighting, doesn't look good. And I really need more lights, and it's very bright in here as it stands. You can see them on my glasses. I have 2 ring lights now, so I can actually see both. It's kind of funny. Want to teach your kids to be patient, take them to the DMV. Hey Steve, loved your one-on-one with Richard Wilk. That should be a weekly thing. Chaotic Rich, that would be a fantastic thing if it could be. He's really busy, like seriously, and I text him, and he always gets back to me pretty quickly, and he always makes time for me, which is very nice, and I appreciate him. He's a very nice gentleman. Dong Fang is here, says, hi Stephen, how you doing, buddy? Put the mayor and governor in the background. No, not too much. It was a great interview with you two Canadians. He said it like he's Scottish, though. That's what Boston Bob said. Aye, you did a great interview today with 2 Canadians. Aye. Hey, Lottie. Sorry if you're from Scotland or the UK. It's pretty bad, I know. What are your thoughts on New Vegas blogger, philosopher Bror Frederick? I don't really have any. What's your thoughts of the audience? I've heard he said some uncomplimentary things about me and my wife's face masks from VegasFaceMask.com, but sometimes people will tell you that they said things that are uncomplimentary, and they're not really doing that. They're just trying to stir the pot, as it says. This is from VegasFaceMask.com. My wife makes them. They are fantastic. Southern Ontario, Canada is here. It's funny because this box comes from Southern Ontario. See how it's not glowing as much? It still kind of is because the light's shining off of it. This comes from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And yeah, and that's what it is. It's from Gurney Crescent, 33 Gurney Crescent. It's from Silver Crescent Crystal Group. So we're going to look at that box in a little bit. So they say, went to the DMV in 2008. It was freezing cold. They opened up early to allow people inside. Wow, Timothy, they don't usually do that. Timothy, you just put in another order of face masks. Thank you. Caroline, thanks you. Let's see here. Bror isn't really new. Okay, fair enough, Jim West says. Do you like to order Taco El Gordo? No, I prefer Roberto's, but I'm off junk food. I was like, I want to get pizza, and my wife's like, I thought you're off junk food, and I'm all like, meh, you're right. Do they have COVID shots in LV? Yes, they're using the Allegiant Stadium as a mass vaccination center, I guess. Hey, Ivy in New York City is here. I haven't seen her in a chat in a really long time, and guys, I imagine there's other streamers, so I appreciate you guys being here on this opened kind of chat. We're going to open some boxes of things you sent me. Ivy a long time ago sent my wife and I a beautiful gift, and that was very nice of her. Just received the masks today, Timothy says. Very good. Let's see here. Face masks look great. Thank you, Tertessa 47 Fargo. By the way, I got to give 7-Eleven credit. These are really good. They taste like they're better than a Gatorade, and there's a lot of vitamins in there, so you stay up all night. Brent O, thanks for the support. Thank you, Brent O. Yeah, I forgot to mention, wow, I don't monetize the live streams at all, just my regular videos. So anything you guys do here helps the channel a lot. Appreciate it. Do you have a Discord, William? I don't have a Discord. I was thinking of setting up a chat room in Discord. If you guys don't know what that is, it's just it's a text chat, and you can have different rooms. So, but I don't have a big enough audience, I don't think, my friend. So I haven't set that up. I did go over to this Coco Momo or something. It's a different type of video platform. I registered the channel there. Please do more stuff with Richard. He's fantastic. He is a character, and I love him to death. He's awesome. He's my brother from another Canadian hatchling mother. Hatchling. The joke is I say that Canadians hatch out of eggs with hockey sticks in their hands. Do people still use the monorail? Well, the monorail's not running. Apparently it was running on New Year's Eve. I wanted to take it. I never got to, but it's not running, so not really right now. How are you, Steve? Love the interview. Okay. I'd like to place another order for some masks. Do you deliver to the Bellagio? Rhonda says yes. So if you do a four mask order, I can do the drop-offs. That's just a rule we had to implement because if you want me to come out on a night I'm not live streaming, it takes me an hour round trip to get to and from the strip, and then I got to park and stuff like that. So if you wanted to do that, yeah, just let us know. It's going to be a drop-off, and it's better if you're on Facebook Messenger. If you're not, I understand, but we can coordinate faster that way, and I can drop off. All I need is the name and the room number you're registered to. The only casinos these don't work with, those drop-offs don't work at Caesar's Palace. So that's a no-no if you're saying Caesar's. You and Bro are both great vloggers. Both of you have great views of today's topics and LV fun. Thank you, Steve. I haven't seen you in the chats for a while either, my friend. Have you been to any clubbing? A long time ago, Jay. The clubs I went to aren't even around. Studio 54 is gone. The Beach is gone. That was a little locals place that people like to go to. That was like 16 years ago. So I'm not a club guy. My brother-in-law works on MacGyver. Oh, I'm thinking MacGruber. Anybody seen Saturday Night Live when it was still funny back in the day? MacGyver, really? That's a new version of MacGyver that they're doing. Everybody needs to be nice in the chats, by the way. You guys are all fighting each other. Let's see here. Would you love to see another with Steven and Broer? Cool. I'm up for anything, Dong. I'm cool with everybody. Broer's, I like him. He talks more than most, and that's good. You got to talk on these live streams, or else they're just boring. You're just filming you walking, and who the hell wants that? Any good hiking spots near Red Rock Casino? Yeah, William. If you take the trails, you go a little bit further out. You could just go. What you do is go down Charleston. Charleston eventually turns into 195, and then you can go into the canyon, and there's some good trails out there. Don't get stuck or nothing like that. Any updates on Elon's boring? No, I gotta do an update video. I really do. I haven't done a news video in a while. I did the video on the fees downtown, which I think are preposterous, but I'll get some updates for you. Olympic Gardens is closed. Timothy, that was a gentleman's club. It's gone. Poof, done. There was a big controversy with Olympic Gardens where they went to the guy's girlfriend or something, and they threatened her with prison so she would open up the books, and then they RICO'd him. They used the Rico Laws. Rico Laws in the United States are how they basically caught all the mobsters back in the day, and that's just tax laws. And they might not be able to get you on all the bodies, but they get you on the taxes. So that's what they can prove, because prosecutors can only prosecute people for what they can actually prove. If they can't prove beyond a reasonable doubt that somebody did something, they're not going to try to convict you of that crime. Are you a poker player? No, I promised my wife I'd never try to learn, because I'm that kind of personality that will always try to win, and I'll get myself deeper into trouble. Lady Luck, Jim West says, well, yeah, the Lady Luck is now the Downtown Grand. The Lady Luck closed over a decade ago, I think, and it was Oscar Goodman's legacy to try to bring it back and not demolish the building, and it opened as the Downtown Grand. Our MGM properties open during midweek. The MGM Grand's open midweek. I think Mandalay Bay is closed as well, but I know the New York is open. I think it's open. Yeah, I mean Aria is open. Bellagio's open midweek. The only ones that are closed, I believe, are the Mandalay Bay. What else? The Mirage is closed. You guys can fill me in the comments if you want to. The Boring Tunnel at the Convention Center is complete. They are now starting on the line to the Encore. That's what I'd heard, Vacation Visual. And as we get more updates, I'll definitely do an update on that. What happened to Aladdin Casino? William, you know the tale, right? The Aladdin Casino opened in the 60s originally. And they had disaster on day one. They had apparently bought they bought a high rollers list from across the street so they could court people that were usually gaming at the dunes over across the street to the Aladdin. And the Aladdin opened without a liquor license, but it wasn't called the Aladdin back then. I can't remember the name. It had a different name. Anyways, obviously that didn't work out. And then they reopened it as the Aladdin. It sat as the Aladdin for the better part of 30 years until they tore most of it down, kept the Theater for Performing Arts. That's the only thing that they kept from that original building from the 60s. And then reopened it, rebuilt it, reopened it as the Aladdin again. And then the Aladdin had a terrible layout. You couldn't get into the building. There was like pedicabs inside that would take you to and fro. It's not, they didn't change it to Planet Hollywood because they thought that it was a bad theme. It wasn't anything to do with 9/11. Shadow, thank you so much, Shadow. I see you there. It wasn't because of 9/11. It was just because it was a bad layout, hard to get in. People could bypass it entirely and go out to the street, and they didn't make a reason for it. The Miracle Mile shops used to be called the Desert Passage shops. Those are still the same, and if you look up to this day inside of the Planet Hollywood, you can still spot the old Middle Eastern architecture out there. Hi, Steve. Pepe, the bartender, says, "What's up, Pepe? ¿Cómo estás? Are you going to get the vaccine?" Sniper Katie says, "I have to get the Johnson & Johnson type." That's a recombinant vaccine, which means that it's like traditional vaccines, introduces a little bit of the live virus to you and you make your own antibodies. They say it's not as effective, but I would rather take that than the weird science experiment mRNA vaccine that everybody is just using, and I don't believe that we know the side effects of a new vaccine technology yet. But then again, I have to go back to when it was polio and they had to give it to kids, not knowing the side effects because it was destroying lives. So yeah, if you take it, I don't hold it against you. I don't look down on you, but it's just not for me. What's your favorite restaurant on the Strip? On the Strip, favorite restaurant? Out of all the places we've eaten at, it's the Circus Circus is great with their buffet. No, I'm just kidding. The Circus Circus Steakhouse is fantastic. Gallagher's was great. I don't really have one favorite that we've been to. For cheap food, my favorite is always Ocean's 1 over at the Planet Hollywood. Speaking of which, Johnson & Johnson looks very good. It's one dose is very strong, has been tested in South America too. It's a recombinant. It's the same way vaccines have worked for the last 100 years, and it won't mess me up. I have severe allergies to certain types of foods. My wife has severe allergies to certain types of over-the-counter type medications, and we're not supposed to take it. And I'm listening to the National Health Services in the UK that say don't take that, and so that's good. Jersey T, I see you there, Jersey T. We had a medical director friend that says J&J has the most cases of death. How do they know, Pepe? Do they have that data? You think that they would stop it if the trial's entirely... Okay, we got a box here. The box is from Amazon, but it's not. This is from somebody, and this was sent to me. So we're going to open this one up first. You guys want me to open this box? Type yes in the chat if you do. And if you send me something and you want me to open it, send me an email, stephenj@notleavinglasvegas.com, and tell me I'm okay to open it on camera. I will open it on camera. Sniper Katie says yes. Wild Foodie Tour says yes. I know what's one thing in here is, and I don't know the other things. This was sent to me by a subscriber. I'm not going to say their names. And so this has got a bunch of Vegas history in it, but it also has one thing that isn't Las Vegas. And the one thing that isn't Las Vegas is this. This is cool. Oh my gosh. All right. So this is a hat, and as you guys know, I have a hat collection. It's behind my green screen set up here. And anybody want to guess what team this hat is? Unless you saw the logo. Miguel Carpio. Miguel Carpio. Many thanks for my girlfriend Cynthia and I, Lou. Love your content. Thank you. Guess what hat it is? Guess what hat? Put a team name. Nope. Nobody's going to get this one. Not Seahawks. Russell Wilson stopped cooking. What are you doing, Seahawks? Best take is Charlie Palmer at the Four Seasons. I have to see that. Knights? No. Not the Knights. Dallas Cowboys? I wish, man. Cowboys has an epic logo. It's not the Toronto Maple Leafs, although I do want a Maple Leafs hat, and I'm trying to... I can't say this other thing. This is sealed shut. Well, nobody's going to get this one. It's not the Silver Knights. I have a Silver Knights hat. Actually, I do. Somebody gave it to me. It's nice. Okay, I'm going to open this up. Nobody will figure it out. Somebody chose Shock. That's alternative. Well, it is an NHL, okay? It is NHL official. You can see the hologram right there. So we've narrowed it down. What NHL team is it? Oh, Thomas! Thomas figured it out. It's the Seattle Kraken. Good work, Thomas. Thomas was, I think, the first one. And if somebody said Kraken beforehand, that's no big deal. Now, there's a snapback, which means I'm going to bend the hell out of this because I don't look good in a snapback. It's just me. And, yeah, it's very nice. The Fanatics, good stuff. So I got a Seattle Kraken. I might be, actually, I'm not the first I've seen in Las Vegas. I've seen somebody else wearing one. And it's a snapback. And let's see how this goes. My hair is just wild. It's not actually too terrible today. Oh, it's so tiny. It's like I put it on too tight. Let's see here. I need a Bruins hat. Boston Rob. Boston Rob, I will wear a Bruins hat on the channel for you guys. Yeah, it's a... I look so stupid. Not because of this logo, but look at that bill. Oh my God. Oh man. Okay. All right, we're gonna commit. This is wild. We're gonna do something that'll make some of you hat guys really upset. Yeah, we'll just put it like this. Look at my ears. Oh man. Okay. Oh no. I'm going to have to stick this with like some bungee cords or something like that, or maybe I'll heat it up and wet it. I don't know. Leave the hologram on. I do leave the hologram on as long as I can. Shout out from Detroit. I got the D in the town. Reg Life. I got a Detroit Red Wings hat down there that was also given to me. Don't feel bad. Flat brims look dumb on everyone. Well, why do they make them then if you think they look bad? And that's why it wouldn't fit before at my regular setting. I think Richard wants you to work with him. Richard's got so many talented people down there. All right, look at that, guys. Look at that. And as soon as I can make that go, yeah, there you go. Straight up G is what Intel Wild says. Good stuff, man. Steven, thoughts on when and how the pandemic will end, please? It'll end sometime in the year 2020. Bleh. No, probably 2023, 2024. I think, but you know, what do I know? I think we'll be somewhat back to normal by 2021 at the end of the year. Reg Life, you inspired me to start live streaming in Detroit, Michigan. You can visit Reg Life, my channel one day. Really, man, that is some cool stuff. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me see if I can do this without making a giant ass out of myself. Let's see here. Here's what I gotta do. Here's what y'all gotta do. Okay. You got to simmer down now. Okay, we're going to go to YouTube on this thing here. Because thanks Reg Life. Thank him. Wow, 334 people, and I'm just sitting at home. That's very nice of you. Let me flip into a different account right here so you guys can't see what I watch, because that would be bad. And I'm going to go into this account right here, and let's see if I can add this, and we can give him some credit. Maybe you guys want to check his channel out. We're going to go to a display capture. And we're going to go to add source, and then we're going to go to display capture, and then I'm going to add this display right here, and you guys can see his. Okay, so Regglife. Regglife. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's two channels. I don't know what to tell you. There he is. Oh my God, he's not a little channel, everybody. He's got 29,200 subscribers, and he only has 123 videos, which means he's beating me. So that's good. Well, no, I mean, what I'm saying is subscribers to videos ratio. So I don't know why it's not showing the whole screen here. Oh, okay, I see. It's too big. Don't worry, everybody. I figured it out. It's too big. I'm going to be okay with all this. All right, so let's see. We got him here, center on my screen. So you can see here, live Detroit, Michigan, downtown. Bro, you streamed for 5 hours and 44 minutes? You are a beast, dude. That's ridiculousness. That's nuts. So look at that, everybody. It's cold in Detroit. Doesn't it look cold in Detroit? Damn. So it's Matt S.'s uncle lives in Pontiac, former home of, is that where the Pontiac Silverdome was? Or was that the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome? Domes were all the rage. Brah, you got to get yourself a gimbal, dude. Oh, no, you need a gimbal. I recommend the DJI Osmo 4. You might not have a budget for it, but it's absolutely worth it because you're going to have Rico Suave type video. So that's one video here. Let's see what your top video is on your channel, okay? Because you were so nice to do this. That was very nice to super chat me $10. I want to give you some nice props to you. So most popular video on your whole channel. Whoa, dude. Los Angeles, California, Nipsey Hussle funeral. Wow, dude. That guy was big in Vegas, too. So there you go. Yeah, man, look at you. You got lots of views. Good for you, buddy. Good on you, man. To keep rocking in the free world, as Neil Young once said. So that's some fun stuff right there. I like it. So Reg Life, you guys might want to check out the channel. If you guys are into live streaming, it's not just a Las Vegas thing. Lots of people do it. Does anybody want to go back to what's in this box? Because I didn't show you everything. There's other stuff in this box. Do you guys care about what's in this box? Say yes if you care about what's in this box. Best buffet pre-COVID Rampart. Mr. T is absolutely correct. It was the Rampart. They closed the buffet. They got rid of the buffet entirely. It's not coming back ever. So I kind of know this. So, okay. So we got it. All respects, mad respects out to the Kraken. May they lose to the Golden Knights repeatedly on a regular basis because we're playing in the same conference. But we got to put this back on. We got to talk about Vegas for a minute. So unbeknownst to a lot of people, at the Thomas and Mack Center a number of years ago was a professional hockey team. It was called the Las Vegas Thunder, and that is so blue. Okay, I realize a problem. The problem is most of this is going to be see-through on my green screen, so we might have to not do the green screen. But this is the Las Vegas Thunder group information. So this is a 1990s team, and you can see that Vegas was so small back then that the phone number doesn't have a 702 on it. And this was where they played. They played at the 18,000-seat arena, the Thomas and Mack, where it looks like they blacked out much of the back bowl so they wouldn't have an empty crowd. It wouldn't be so sparse. And they were playing other teams. Who were they playing? They were playing Phoenix back in the day, CLV, I don't even know, SLC, Phoenix. So, yeah, that was what it was. There's more stuff in here, old Vegas hockey stuff. We'll go through it. Again, okay, we got another one. The Las Vegas Aces. This is going to be green. It's not going to work well. You can see that's green. Las Vegas Aces is a bumper sticker for a radio station, AM 840K Vegas. It's now actually KXNT M840. But this is at the Santa Fe. They have a skating rink at the Santa Fe. They played up there. And then there's some other non-hockey related stuff in here too. But we have another thing here. This is just a placard, more promotional stuff there in the International Hockey League. Now, what's interesting about this was that the first woman to ever get paid to play hockey, for all you ladies out there that want to hear some good empowerment, she was a French-Canadian, and she actually played professionally for this team for a few times. So Vegas was blazing the trails. And I was going to make a video about this a long time ago, but I didn't know if anybody would be interested in that video. What else do we got here? We got a tour guide. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. I forgot this was coming. This is so cool. Now, Vegas history, okay? If you're not a hockey fan, don't worry about it. Forget about it. Don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. This is, though, this is history. This is when Wayne Gretzky, everybody knows him even if you're not a hockey fan. Like, you don't need to know basketball to know who Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant and LeBron James is. He played on the LA Kings, right? So when he was on the LA Kings, they played the first ever outdoor game in Las Vegas. First ever NHL game outdoors in Las Vegas in 1991. So it was an exhibition game. It was between the New York Rangers and the LA Kings. There's other stuff in here, San Diego Gulls, but this book here this is what you would have gotten if you're on the Strip back in Las Vegas in 1991. So this guidebook is all the different things you could do, like the Aladdin. So remember we were just talking about the Aladdin? We're packing all the ribs that you can eat at the Aladdin, Wellington Steakhouse. $9.95 at the Aladdin, and we have Forbidden Vegas, Sexy Satire, and Serious Silliness. Now, I did one of these kind of things looking at some old retro stuff. Thank you guys so much for sending me anything. And if you guys are interested, I could do a whole nother, look at this. This is, you can't really see it on the green screen. Enter the Night with the Stardust. Ooh, that was the show at Stardust. It was a burlesque show. Sell it online. Why would I sell this stuff? This stuff is cool. I'm going to keep this stuff. I'm a Vegas fan, baby. We have the Sands Hotel, so you can go and stay at the Sands back in the day. Would you like to stay at the Sands? Show your room key. The Viva Las Vegas show is free. And so what they're doing is they have all these different room keys you can show. Wow, this is really interesting. There's so much stuff in here that doesn't exist anymore. Fitzgerald's is now the D downtown. So you can see the Fitzgerald's where you could get pick up your lucky gifts for free. And they would give you free gifts. For $14 in gifts after 5 p.m., receive a free hat, sports watch, Clover magnet, and lucky keychain at the Fitzgerald's, which became the D. Look at this, the Hacienda, which is now the Mandalay Bay. So I think I have a video idea. I think the video idea is going to be to go through this book and name the places that don't exist anymore and tell you what replaced them, because there's so much in here. There's the dunes, for example. You got the this is the strip map back in the day. It's pretty funny. Yeah, there's so much stuff in here. $89 for a Grand Canyon tour. The Riviera's in here. The comedy stop at the Trop doesn't exist. On September 27th, Caesar's Palace will officially enter the Ice Age. LA Kings featuring Wayne Gretzky versus the New York Rangers. And for the record, it was very warm that day and the ice was melting because, you don't have a hockey game in Las Vegas in September. In September, I came here in September. At the end of the year, it was 102 degrees. You can't have a hockey game outside. So this would be kind of cool. The Holiday Casino doesn't exist anymore. The stuff doesn't exist. We got more in this box right now. Okay. There's actually some old newspaper clipping from the Las Vegas Sun, which still exists to the day. Sunbelt discovers hockey appeal. Sunbelt discovers the hockey appeal from 1991. So there's some clippings. Oh, look, they were so nice to us. They wanted to give us a guide to hockey, a viewer's guide to hockey. So if you don't understand the game, we got you taken care of. All you Yanks out there that don't know nothing. So yeah, so this is a bunch of old clippings and stuff. I won't show you all of these, but look at this. Guys, I'm going to quit my YouTube channel. I'm quitting it. You know why? You can make $250,000 a year playing craps. Let a longtime Las Vegas professional gambler teach you an incomparable video home study course with free phone consultation. 2-day seminars with actual casino play are also held. I should call that number. What if I call that toll-free number? Should I call that toll-free number on this ad and see where it goes? You think I should? I mean, look, if I can make $250,000 of 1990s money, I got to call this number. So let's call this number right now. It's 1-800. Oh my God, I just realized this could be like an adult dating line or something like that. My wife will be like, how come you calling? Why does she talk like a New Yorker all of a sudden? Why do all my accents sound like a New Yorker? What's on this? Probably nothing.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be...
Sorry, everybody, but there is a local number, but there's no 702, and I don't want to disturb a local. So it's not a real working number. I thought it'd be pretty funny. For the record, there was an old video game, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, for the Nintendo Entertainment System in the 90s. And to complete the game, you had to call a phone number. It turns out that phone number got purchased by a adult entertainment company at one point. And the problem was kids were playing the game and calling the phone number and hearing sexy ladies that want to talk to you. Steven, here's some extra Las Vegas hockey memorabilia. I had extra of that I got years ago while in Vegas. Yes, I did attend the first NHL hockey game in Caesars. I've got a few of these magazine visitor guys. One I actually was fortunate enough to meet Wayne Gretzky and have him sign. Wow. Anyway, some extra stuff in this box is included. I didn't want you to mistake it as box fillers. Enjoy. And I appreciate you, Mr. LM, a.k.a. Wrestling Ernest Hemingway. Oh, I think he might be in the chat. Oh, my God. Thank you, Wrestling Ernest Hemingway, a.k.a. Mr. LM. So I'm not going to say your name. So if you are in here wrestling, I appreciate you very much. And, yeah, there you go. That's one box down. We're going to have another box to go. I kind of know because Customs tells me what's in stuff. It's not. If you send me something, it'll be a surprise on camera. I promise you. Thank you so much, Mr. Wrestling Ernest Hemingway. That's super nice of you. The Leafs are in first place. Go, Leafs, go, baby. I have Maple Leafs Avenue on my wall over here. That was very nice of him. I got to put my phone down, Matt says. I don't know why. Okay. 976 numbers all went to morbidly obese women. That's not nice. That's kind of like fat shaming and stuff all at the same time. Oh, man. Oh boy, so much coughing. Not a COVID cough. Artie nightclub's open. Absolutely not. Thomas Pang, are you crazy? We can't even have more than 50 people in a building most of the time. So there you go. Anderson will choke on the tailpipe come playoffs. Yes, and hopefully your boy Jonathan, what is his name? Not Tavares, is it? Yeah, Taves. Jonathan Taves, he plays good. Steven, where's the best place to buy Vegas Golden Knights gear? If you're in town, you go to the Armory, I think it's called. It's over at T-Mobile Arena. I think it's open. You can buy Vegas Golden Knights gear at the MGM Grand, which surprised me because it's the same price as it is everywhere else. You go to the Fashion Show Mall. Fashion Show Mall is probably your best bet because there's like 15 different stores that sell it in there, including like Macy's. I believe Macy's has it. And just remember, it's like buy good stuff. Don't go online and buy counterfeit jerseys because they're out there and you're not going to like them very much. So if you're going to pay, about I don't know what you're going to pay. So Steven, I'm just wondering why you like Vegas so much. You don't drink booze, don't gamble, don't smoke, don't eat carbs, don't. Oh, dude, I eat carbs, buddy. I got the carb belly right now. Don't eat lobster. Yeah, but I eat steak or drink caffeine. Are you sure Vegas is the town for you? Man, you can be a teetotaler and you can live in a town like Louisville, Kentucky, where there's bourbon flowing everywhere. And if you just like the city, you like the vibe, you like the climate, you like the people, you like the hustle and bustle. I love technology. The city has tons of it. I love the system of the city. I love the way the city's laid out. It's in a perfect grid. You can go from any one place to another. It's a newer city. Lots of things I like about this. 6 more likes to get us to 150. Steve Miller's in the house. Big shop for LVGK stuff out at Red Rock. Yeah, so yeah, that's true too. If you go out to the practice facility at the City National Arena, you can go out there. I'm just trying to keep it close to the strip for all those people who are coming out here. Yeah, they have the Armory out there. You can actually buy like skates and sticks and everything you'd need to go actually play a game. Although full, you can buy everything: shoulder pads, shin pads, everything. Frank Morrissey, Little Stever, thanks for the vids and info. Thank you, Frank Morrissey. That's very nice. When is the tram opening? I don't know, Harvey. I'm not sure. You're talking about the monorail or the tram. I believe I heard that the little tiny tram that runs from the Mirage to the Treasure Island was open, but I don't imagine now, since maybe because the Mirage is closed most of the time during the week. But I don't know when the monorail is going to open, if that's the question. Probably later on this year. They can't keep it like that forever, although they could, because the LVCVA, the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, now owns it. So I guess they can keep it stationary for how long they want. Slowly eating a whole bucket of cheddar cheese puffballs while watching your channel, watching your face, your every move. Oh, man, I'm creeped out by you, Grapha, but I love you for watching. Let's see here. Frank M., thanks for the support. Yes, thank you so much, Frank M. Stay out of those COVID tubes. Yeah, so the thing about it is I call them COVID capsules, COVID tubes, same thing. I don't generally want to stay where the air is not being like flowing and circulated. The casinos have air in them. The outside is even better. I just don't want to be in dead air with somebody. Irwing Jackson, thank you so much, Irwing Jackson. That's very nice of you. So we have this other box right here. I wonder what's in this box. Okay, this is a FedEx box. It was sealed and sent to me. Signed, sealed, delivered. Do you guys want to see what's in this one? You say yes if you want to see what's in this one. Give me some likes if you want to see what's in this one. I can tell you what's in this one. What's in the box? The mystery box. But the box is a box. It could be anything. Yes, everybody wants to see. Okay, so we're going to open this one up next. Now, this comes to me from somebody who's, I believe, in the chat right now. I hope he's in the chat. Hopefully he's not like, damn it, I came here just to watch you open this thing. I know he was in the chat earlier. And let's see here. Oh! So it's a FedEx box, and if you know anything about FedEx boxes, they're never made to be opened. You're supposed to seal them forever and then leave them shut. They use like space age material on these things. So let's see here. Everybody wants to see the box. Ugh. Yes, like. Wesley Witherspoon is here. I don't want to cut it open because then I would have a problem with cutting something possibly inside. Bucks jersey. If you're a Milwaukee Bucks fan, God bless you. I would wear a Toronto Raptors sweater. We call them jerseys, I guess. But every NBA team has like 42 jerseys, and it's hard to keep up. Just stolen from the doorsteps. Rhonda says, "Yeah, I just cruised my neighborhood and just ripped something off of somebody's doorstep." Hello, Steven. Deep Space has arrived. Deep Space. There's a pull tab. There is no pull tab on this box. Oh, there is a pull. Oh my God, look. There's a pull tab on the box. Don't look at my face. There you go, pull tab. Well, I guess you can tell how often I receive FedEx shipments. The last FedEx I got from you was the Richard Wilk Circa invite. Pull here to start. Yeah, pull here to start. Yanking my chain. Oh my God, I know what this is. Here's what this is. So I mentioned this on my New Year's Eve stream. I was on the strip, and I was walking, and it was New Year's Eve. And so, if you guys don't know this, all the hockey teams, they have these alternative jerseys, and I don't know what the name of this one is, but it's an alternative kind of jersey. So they do this so you can buy more stuff and get more things. And this is what this is. It's the red alternative Vegas Golden Knights jersey, and it's freaking beautiful. So here's what this is, and if you guys can see that on the camera there, oh my gosh, and it's got a captain's insignia on it. Wow, there it is. That is cool. Oh my goodness, it's an Adidas. I don't know if you guys know that that's how you're supposed to say that. Oh no. It says NLLV on the back, and it's a custom made one, and it's got 04, which is a significant date in my life. It's a significant date for many reasons that I won't go into. But if you know me personally, I might tell you someday. And it's freaking amazing. This is crazy. Authentic NHL jersey collection. Oh my gosh. So I have old shirts, old sweaters. I have Calgary Flames from when Theo Fleury was the captain of the team. If you guys are a hockey fan, you know what I'm talking about. And I got the Team Canada. I don't have any other shirts, but this is my first Vegas Golden Knights official shirt. Should I try it on? Should I try it on? Yeah, 04 is actually the year I arrived in Las Vegas. That's kind of why that's what it is. It's the year I got here. There's a lot of other significant things that happened in 04, though, for me. So should I try it on? That's the question. And oh my gosh, this is nuts, because I don't want to, this has got the strap. You don't usually see this. So when you're looking at jerseys, this has the straps inside of it. And this is not this is not your run of the mill. This is not your run-of-the-mill, what you would get if you just went to buy something cheap off the rack. This is the real deal. I want to show you this. So you can't see it. I'll have to post it up on Facebook or on YouTube as well. These have two different materials, if you can see it. This is a big deal. Let me try this on real fast, okay? That is the real thing. I can't even get over it. You guys don't even know this, but it's so easy to buy fake shirts. You go on eBay and somebody sells it, but this is real. This is like a game type of jersey, which you don't usually get. It goes game jersey, then they have a nice version, then they have a less nice version, then they have the version that you can't afford it, but you want to support the team. Okay, I'm going to go try this on real fast, okay? Wow, this is insane, dude. Okay, hold on. I'll be right there. Be right back. Wow. Okay. So here I am, and I'm wearing 3 shirts at the same time. This thing actually kind of fits me well too. I'm wearing a lot of shirts. Gosh, this is nuts. This is what you keep away from your cats. Oh my goodness, it's so red on the camera. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. It's not a replica one. It's an authentic used jersey NHL players used, Judy says. I know, I've never worn anything like this. Just the numbering on the back. And once I take off this extra undershirt, it's going to fit better. Wow. It might look orange on my camera. It's just a camera thing. This is actually a dark kind of crimson red color. Whoa, I have a Thornton Sharks one. That is the real deal. I've never seen a strap like that you can't find them. In Canada, you can. I'm sure in hockey towns in America, you can. That's not to say we're not a hockey town, but I mean northern towns, where they have a long heritage of playing hockey for 40 years. Get your helmet and skates out. This thing is wild. My goodness. Oh my gosh. And just the numbering, everything about this is just insane. Thank you so much. Wow. I would say the person's name. I don't know if I should say it because sometimes people don't like that, but I'm going to email him back because I've been actually talking to the person through email. Winnipeg Jets, baby. That looks so cool. Jealous. I got a few hockey jerseys, but I got to get me a VGK one. Yeah, this thing is like nothing else. Oh my gosh. And the light's shining off of it. That's why it looks kind of weird. A liquor store in Koreatown was selling NT9T5 N95 masks. Vegas Mood says, yeah, we don't. These are not N95 masks that we have. They're just really good 2-level cotton masks that we have. And look at that. I got the Knights. Put this on. Yeah, so this one has a tie down, Judy. It has that thing in the back, the strap in the back. So look at that. I'm Vegas Golden Knight Stout. I'm ready to go to a game that I'm not allowed to go to. And also the Knights are on COVID protocol. They can't play because some people on the team got COVID. The whole team, and they've canceled the entire they're playing mini series in the NHL, so they play 3 games against the same team, and they've canceled that against the Sharks. That is nuts, man. All decked out now. Nowhere to go. Looks great. Looks orange here. It might, guys. It's just basically it's the white balance on the camera. I promise you guys that. Stop flexing on us so hard. I thought MGM was going to shut down the Luxor. No, that was just a rumor that was brought about by Vital Vegas. I don't know why he would say that, but it was never going to happen. I don't think ever, which is unfortunate. I put my, hold on, I got my little donation box here. Got to put it back where it belongs. Take that jersey to bed, Stephen. Caroline will get you in the mood. That is insane, and that's nuts. And this is the kind of stuff you have to keep away from cats. Speaking of which, well, there's another cat trying to get in the room right now. I'm going to just not do it. Man, this was crazy. Thank you so much, Martin D. My goodness. My son has an authentic Vancouver Canucks one, and they're not cheap here in Canada. It would be so rude for me to look at the price. I'm never going to look at the price of this. I'm just going to say it's priceless, and it's beautiful. And thank you, guys. Didn't you say you didn't want one from the internet? No, Mike. I don't think I didn't. So no, what I was saying was it's hard to find the real things on the internet. I don't even know where this thing came from because I watch a channel called The Hockey Guy. He's fantastic, and he has a big jersey collection, and he scared me away from trying to buy them from anywhere other than the NHL's website, and you can't get them on the NHL's website for the most part. At least you can't get several teams. I've been trying to buy a gift for somebody. Let's see, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. The person that did this, that I can't say their name of because I don't know if they're cool with it. Last jersey I bought on eBay, they sent alerting size. Yeah, that jersey looks great. Thank you, Terry. Yeah, I mean, that thing is big and it's perfect size. I don't like something that's billowy, that feels like it's billowy, so it's good. And plus I'm losing some weight, so that'll sit well. Matt says it's the wrong size. I don't know about that, Matt. I think it looks good, and I think I'm wearing extra shirts underneath. That jersey was made by the guy's wife. Well, then she is damn talented, and her last name must be Adidas. My cell phone does spell check. So does mine, buddy. I love it. Yeah, so that's a fantastic gift. Thank you so much. Let's see here. No way that fit is perfect. I think so. I don't want something that looks like a tent on me. How busy do you think Super Bowl Sunday will be? All right, Susan. So I'm going to make a video. Maybe not tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to have to take all my gear to the Bellagio and do some filming of the inside there. But Susan, it's a great question. Thank you for the super chat on that. I think Super Bowl will be busy, but the video I want to make is talking about that, pursuant to that. I've heard on good authority from a few people that the casinos don't want to promote the games at all because, like I say, they're just afraid that there's going to be too many crowds. And if somebody gets sick, they're going to look at the casinos and be like, boo, plus you put that many people in a room. And then it gets on social media that everybody criticizes the casinos. But typically the Super Bowl host city is less busy than Las Vegas. So this year it's in Tampa. There would be literally less people in Tampa than there would be in Las Vegas to watch the Super Bowl. Challenge you to find me something fun for me to do, Rhonda Walker says. Something fun for you to do. Well, what you could do if you're into like drinking and dining is you could go up Spring Mountain Road. So you're standing at you're standing on the Strip. You're at a walkway. On one side is the Fashion Show Mall, and the other side is the Treasure Island. You take an Uber going west up the hill, and you end up in Chinatown, Spring Mountain Road. And on the corner of Spring Mountain Road in Valley View, there's a place called Kung Fu Plaza. Kung Fu Plaza has a bunch of really quirky, funky little shops and bars and restaurants and boutiques. So if you're into drinking, dining, and eating, you can walk all the way up this place and just sample different places. They have, Spring Mountain Road is Chinatown, so it's a lot of really cool little restaurants. There's the Tiki Room up there. I think it's, what's it called? gosh, it's I can't remember the name of it, but there's also Kung Fu Thai up there for really good food. There's a sandwich shop called Lee's, which is related to Lee's Discount Liquor. There's a bunch of little places that do like med spa stuff. That's a good little day out. You could do something like that. EDDCA, California unemployment relief, is now hitting. I called it. The rush is coming. Watch. Charlemagne R is saying that. That person is saying, I believe, is that the unemployment insurance in California is coming to people finally, and the rush to Vegas is coming because people are going to have that. Check out Cool Hockey website for finding anything. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. I will check it out. What's the spread on the game? Anyone? If you want that, you got to go to this website called VegasInsider.com. So we can do that right now. We can just go boom, howdy, there you go. And we can go to VegasInsider.com. And Vegas Insider has been around forever. You guys want to hear a story about a guy who I knew that gambled professionally? Say yes in the chat if you do. So here's VegasInsider.com, and you go to NFL, and you go to Vegas odds, okay? And this will give you the Vegas odds on the game. And what I'll do here is I will actually try to, I think it's Command. Nope, it's not. Go away. Nobody likes you. I'm using Safari as a browser because it's actually a good browser, but I don't know how to zoom in, so it doesn't matter. Pro football. All right, the spread is 57.5, and Kansas City is favored by 3.5 points. So there you go. And what he did was, so a friend of mine, I can't say his name, he's a super nice dude, man. I miss that guy. He went back to the East Coast to be with his mom and stuff. And then I saw him about 2-3 years ago before I left timeshare on the Strip and went to be what I'm doing now in the advertising world. And I wish that guy's cool. I wish he would touch base with me. So he would go and he would bet on the games, right? I just realized I can totally do anything I want behind here. You can't see me. He would go and he'd be like, I gotta go make my bets on the games. I'd say, okay, well, he's like, you gotta drive me. Okay, he didn't drive. Whatever, didn't have a car. So he would look at this site for VegasInsider.com, and then he would see what of the books had better odds. So you can do that here. So if you want to go bet, and you're betting big, you would go to, whatever, BetMGM, so, sportsbetting.com, Win. This is Win. So you can see that the odds are different between the MGM Grand and Win, or William Hill. William Hill is 56.5 points. This is 56 points, 56.5, 3.5 points there. And he would just go. And sometimes you would see hockey is a good example because there's a lot of games going on, and you can just get all of them, and you can see what all the sports books in Vegas have them listed at. So Circus Sports is over here, and he would just go to where it was the best. And I might have to drive him to this place or that. Of course, years ago there was a lot different because there was different sports books. Like I think Station Casinos ran theirs. Now I believe that they're swallowed up. Circus Sports is a big one. William Hill's owned by Caesars right now, so that's what that is. 3.5. 3.5 points. Kansas City is the favorite. Bucks and over, baby. There you go. Betting $50 on the Bucks. Mahomes is too good. Mahomes is too good. His homie is too good, Vanilla Shake Girl says. The Chiefs will blow out the Bucks. It's Tom Brady, folks. What can I tell you? It's been a great sports year in Tampa between the Rays and the Bucks. And then you also got LA calling them the City of Champions for 2020 with the Lakers and the what's that other team? Oh yeah, the Dodgers. We were actually at Circa when the Dodgers won the World Series. We watched that game right on the giant video wall over at Circa because we were there for the black tie kind of grand opening. We can't see you. I don't have a Jeffrey Toobin moment. Oh, jeez, that's too deep and too un-PG-13. Jeffrey Toobin was a guy that worked in the mainstream media that was caught doing nasty things to his body on a Zoom chat. Don't do that, folks. Stephen, you've come from the land of universal health care to the cesspool of Las Vegas, David says. I have health care. I pay for it. I like it. In Canada, it's a lot different. There's pros and cons to both. Let's see here. Rays let go of... I don't know anything about the Tampa Bay Rays, guys. So, yeah, it's not Brady. The defense has done a great job. So we got a different game. It's going to be a different one. I can't see it anywhere, so we'll probably just watch it at home. There's nowhere that you can get in. All the hotels are basically booked with their preferred guests. So it won't be as many silly commercials this year. A lot of companies are bowing out this year. Could be Red Pill. I never heard about that. That's interesting. Yep. So we have a lot of sports going on. Vegas is becoming a place that the casinos aren't doing badly because they have the sports books right now. That's one of the big ways they're making their money back. So I guess that Phil Ruffin replacing his buffet with a sports book was a smart thing. I guess when I was there, some guy next to me won $6,400 on a Seahawks game. Boom. Of course, the books have to be able in Las Vegas. They have to be open to taking your action. So let's say you're like Floyd Mayweather, they'll take his action. But if you're just a guy they don't know and you want to bet $100,000 on a game, you have to make sure that the sportsbook will take your action, meaning that sometimes they don't want bets from you. If they don't want your bet, they won't take it. They have every right to refuse you service like any other business in America. So there's this whole system where some people will go make bets on behalf of others because they don't want to take that action. And you don't have to register. Well, of course, when you pick up your winnings, you have to fill out tax forms. But if Bob makes a bet for Mark because Mark bets too much money and they won't take his action, but he wants to bet at Circus Sports or he wants to bet at BetMGM, then Bill's going to go make that bet for Mark and pick up the money. Of course, somebody has to fill out a tax form at the end of the day. Budweiser in particular, no commercial this year. I want my puppy being brought back home by the horses. If you want to see a good commercial, go look up the Tide commercials. There's a channel on YouTube called CoffeeZilla. Watch him a lot. He's a fantastic YouTuber. He's inspirational to me. I wish I was as good as him. And he does like analysis of different scams and exposes people, and that's how I learned to avoid trouble online. And he did one on the Tide commercials from last year. Fantastic. The Tide commercials were just great for many reasons. They basically subverted your expectations, and brand and creativity matters a whole lot. If you're a fan of Tony Curtis, Red Fox, Mo Dalitz, and the old man from Gold and Silver Pond, you can pay your respects at Palm Memorial Park in Las Vegas. Which one, Devin? There's a few Palm mortuaries in town. I wonder which one they're at. Yeah, it'd be a pretty morbid video if we went to Celebrity Find a Grave in Las Vegas, but that's an old website from the 90s. It's Celebrity Find a Grave. You can actually type in the name of a celebrity, go find where they're buried. Someone bet $2.3 million at the MGM, Lorna says. Ouch. Crazy. Let's see here. Let's see. GB was a great game. Too bad they lost. Yeah, we were rooting for the Pack. They just couldn't come back. And, but hey, who knows? Maybe Aaron Rodgers retires. Maybe he makes another run for it. Have you heard of Steve Stevens from the VIP Sports in Las Vegas? I've heard the name. I'd like to do more interviews if you guys like that interview, but it's just, I don't know, man. I've put out the call before. Some people tried to help me. Nothing ever came out of it. But I want to interview movers and shakers. So some people were like, interview this person. And I'm like, I don't know if my audience would like that. That person's probably very nice. But if I didn't take you up on your offers before, don't be offended. 11 more likes to 225. Very nice. I hope it's a nail biter, to be honest. Hey, my friend, Tony Truman says, Matthew Mullins is here. I'm coming to Vegas beginning of March. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, Matthew, for coming in March. I'm looking for a red Golden Knights hat. Kevin D, I bet you could find him online. I mean, it shouldn't be a hard thing. Just go to the NHL shop, and that gear is not cheap. I'll tell you that right now. NHLS.com, NHL Learning Solutions. That's funny. NHL.com. Believe it or not, I'm pretty good at doing two things at one time, but sometimes I can't. So you go to NHL.com, and then you go to somewhere where there's shop, and then you go to NHL shop, and you go to NHL shop, and you load the page behind a black screen, and then you get to, wow, look at that, site-wide, no big deal. Who cares, right? So where are we going here? How come I can't see my Golden Knights? Oh, here they are. Okay, I'm looking for a red logo. Yeah, and then right there, hats. I bet you they have red hats all day long, right? There is no red hats. Are you serious? Wow. Oh, there's one. There you go. Wow, look at that. It's cheap as hell. $13.49 with the code. So, yeah, you can find those things online. I would just go through the NHL website if you're looking for stuff like that. Might be a good idea. I saw Billy Idol in concert in Vegas. Fun night, Rhonda says. Well, one of the first jokes my wife ever told me was about how she went to the Mandalay Bay at the beach, and they have a concert series called the Beach at Mandalay Bay Concert Series. Creatively named. I'm sure by now it's like, this is the Beach at Mandalay Bay Concert Series brought to you by Sky Vodka and T-Mobile. But she was like, I saw Billy Idol once. I'm like, cool. How was it? He's like, well, he was that small. And I said, were you like far away? She goes, no, he's just really short. Ba-dum-ching. Anyways, so that's funny stuff. I flew from Australia to get married in Vegas a few years ago. Dentre, my goodness, all the way from the land down under. Appreciate you coming. Are there more people going to Vegas? Ivy says. On the weekends, it's pretty packed. We're still limited at 25% capacity. It's still going to be what it is. Okay, sounds great. Intel Waldo, we're having conversations. Would advise you staying at a casino the first time in Vegas or just a hotel and visiting a few different ones? I think to get the full experience, you want to stay at a nice property if you can afford it. You know, nice historic property like Bellagio, something that's got a theme to it. And Bellagio's theme is opulence, I guess. It's not really themed. You know, I would stay at a casino. I would stay all day long as you can afford the bill. And otherwise, you could always you have to drive somewhere. You don't want to drive or take public transportation, especially if it's hot time of the year. We're staying at the Strat in March. Would you be interested in doing a room review? I know it's not a very popular resort. Chris McGraw, I sure would. I tried to do that with my good friend Sean Slack last year. It just didn't pan out. I got busy with moving and pandemics and stuff like that, but I'd be interested too. Drop me a line, Stephen J at notleavinglasvegas.com. Stephen, the letter J at notleavinglasvegas.com. That would be good. Let's see, are the COVID numbers still rising in Vegas? No, they're dropping precipitously. It's like 1,000 a day, whereas just a few weeks ago it was 3,400 in a single day. And I don't know why, but the COVID numbers are dropping everywhere across the whole world. It's really bizarre, but yeah. And Canadians are completely screwed, by the way. Anybody here from Canada? Say yes in the chat. Anybody here from Canada? I want to hear from you. I'm from Canada. Say yes in the chat if you're here from Canada. I'll tell you something about why Canadians are boned. And it's so unfair. It's not fun at all. And you guys won't even believe me when I tell you. Yeah, we got lots of Canadians here. So look, check this out. I want to show you guys something that when I saw it today, I thought to myself, what a wonderful world. No, I thought it was terrible. It was bad, okay? And this is from AZ Central. We're not going to put on anything like, you know, let's see here. So where is it? So Canadian Airlines, okay, first of all, Canada is not flying to, Canadian Airlines are no longer allowed to fly to Mexico, different places. But the other thing is, I got to find it. It was the National Post. The National Post is a big, huge Canadian newspaper. It's kind of like the USA Today of Canada. And here it is. Justin Trudeau imposes harsh coronavirus restriction for travelers. Here, let's take a look, everybody. You guys want to see? Here's what it is. All right, this is from U.S. and World Report News. The cost of new restrictions of travelers could exceed $2,000, the Prime Minister said. Justin Trudeau announced more coronavirus restrictions on Friday, including mandatory quarantines. In addition to pre-boarding COVID-19 tests that Canada already requires, travelers arriving in country will now be required to take polymerase PCR. Just say PCR. You don't want to sound too smart. At the airport, they'll be required to quarantine at their own expense in a hotel room for up to 3 days while they await the test results. Trudeau estimates that the total cost to travelers will be more than $2,000. The price tag includes the test, security, food, and cost to hotels to keep their employees safe. While people are already required to quarantine for 14 days upon arrival, Trudeau hopes requiring them to stay at a hotel at their own cost will discourage vacations. Thank you so much, Deferia Beverly Hills. Cat support. You can hear my little cat out there yelling at me. $2,000. $2,000. You're going to have to, if you want to come to the United States, not only are you paying to fly round trip, and your flight already sucks because you can't, there's not a lot of direct flights. Not only are you staying in Vegas, spending all your money, now you're going back to Canada where you can spend $2,000 for a 3-day hotel stay. Can you imagine? That sucks. Del Lam says he wants to defend against the new variants coming into the country. I hate to break it to you, everybody. The new variants are all over the place. We just haven't had a person go in and get tested for one. $2,000. So that's what that is. And then if you're a positive to a government facility, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Canadian government has lost their minds. People can't afford to travel. Millionaires can afford to travel, but they weren't affected by this large. Anyways, what's up with the new strain they found, Stephen? Will the vaccine cover that new strain? Yes, it will, Mark. The new strain only spreads faster and it's more communicable between person to person, 70% more, they say. Yeah, the new strain is still covered. It's still the same spike protein. The vaccines will still work. When does the 25% occupancy mandate expire? Well, it was December to January to February now. So if it's going to expire, it would be February. My cat is scratching at the door. He's yelling at me. I should have let him in, but he's just going to yell, and I don't want to put that on you guys. UK is really advanced in detecting new variants. It's why we get blamed for causing them. We just find them first. Well, we appreciate you finding them, Jim. Kind of nuts, though. That new strain actually doesn't come from the UK. It comes from, like, I think, South Africa. It feels like we have no rights anymore. The Canadian government is taking away our freedoms. Only rich people can afford to travel. It's unfortunate, Danny McGuire. I don't know many people that can afford an extra $2,000 3-day stay. I was working it out. I think you could stay at the nicest room in Las Vegas for a week for that amount of money right now. Kitties are fun. Yeah, he's yelling. He's screaming. I got to go and take care of him because he's going to go neurotic. It's my little one. If countries were smart, they would have done those rules at the beginning, not one. Yeah, I mean, listen, if you impose those rules from the start, you don't give people a false sense of being able to get away. And then people don't think it's unfair later on. Even though they can drive, many snowbirds from Canada have not come down this year. The cost of buying short-term health insurance has gone through the roof. Another thing, too, I think they are actually going to be monkeying with the driving. I don't think you can drive out of Canada right now. It's kind of nuts. Let him in. Let's see your cat. I can't do that because of this shirt, this sweater. If I do that, he rips the sweater apart. That's just what's going to happen. And I have to weigh the options. Anyways, it sucks, and I appreciate that Trudeau's trying to keep Canadians safe, but I think there's a better way to do it. That's all I think it is. But anyways, you guys are great. I'm going to go take care of him because I feel so bad for him. Thank you guys for watching the chat tonight. Thank you everybody who was super awesome to pitch in on the chat. Let's see here. Who else has been on the chat tonight? 5 days ago, 4 days ago, 3 days ago, 2 days ago, an hour ago, 42 minutes ago. Thank you so much to Miguel Caprio, Jersey T, Shadow 22, Brent O. Who else do we got? Reg Life. That was very nice. Frank Morrissey, Irwin Jackson, Martin D, Susan Zalisco, Rhonda Walker, DeFuria Beverly Hills. Thank you guys so much for the support on YouTube. If you really want to support, go to VegasFaceMask.com. The only tool you'll ever need. Caroline's always available. Go to the Facebook. And we'll go to Facebook with you guys to walk you through this, okay? So check this out. We're going to go to Facebook.com. I don't really do much on Facebook, so I don't mind just showing you guys this. I want to show you guys a few things. So we got the Not Leaving Las Vegas Facebook group. Just go there and type it in, and you can see our group here on Facebook. And Steve D always takes the time to do nice things like post up the latest Not Leaving Las Vegas video. Look at that. That's one of our face masks. Glenn has said, thank you so much. Maybe I'll run into Steven. Hopefully I'll see him tomorrow night out there. And we have different Vegas stuff. Here's Angus Young, apparently. Or I think that's supposed to be Angus Young. It looks like I don't like Slash. Playing at the Vegas sign. It's a little rocker. Okay. We have different stuff here. The fuel light's on, Frank. We're all going to die. Wait. Oh, my mistake. That's the intercom light. Thank you so much, Phil, 5150. So we have that. If you guys are on Facebook, you want to chat with Caroline about a face mask thing, go to VegasFaceMask.com. You can just type it in like that, and it'll be this icon right up here. And you can message her any questions. You can even order right through the site if you guys wanted to. We put up a bunch of new patterns, very limited stock, and these are ones that we're not going to be getting back in if we run out of them. So make sure that if you do take advantage of it, take advantage now. Thank you guys so much for watching, sharing, liking. You have been a great part of my day, and I hope that you guys have a great evening. We're going to be back on the strip tomorrow night. So, and you're ready on the count of 3, okay? All right, on the count of 3. Ready? We're going to do 3. Well, that's a 1. 3, 2, 1, and